What is up, guys? Mcdoubles back here with a brand new video, and today I've got a special build for you guys, something that a lot of people have been asking me to play, and I typically dodge it because it's not been designed to do good DPS, but we're gonna try to make it work, we're gonna try to make it pop, and you're just gonna see it today in my hands. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's jump right in. Imagine my surprise when I log in, I check my mail, and I get some mail from Orc Grunt, which I wonder if that's the actual Grunt, bro. The OG Grunt. A long time ago, he says, when I was new to the game, your Night Elf Outlaw series tune gave me a High Warlord 2H mace. I still have it to this day. Love the content, and please give these away in one of your videos. Much love and support, Orc Grunt. He gives a Book of Artisans, a Stone of Retreat for Org, all the flight points, basically, and an Unleashed Elemental Book of Ascension, which is actually pretty good. Pretty expensive, decently enough, I'd say. Thank you so much, dude. I will give this away in the video that this clip goes out in, but let me just say, I kind of remember that. Of course, I don't remember the name. I don't know if your name was Orc Grunt at the time, but I do remember that character. That really does make you extremely OG, by the way. That was one of my favorite playthroughs ever, even though it was in a different era of everything, man. But I do remember having extra PvP weapons. It does feel correct when I think about it to say that I remember giving one away. I give a lot of stuff away randomly, you know what I mean? Like, I love to give people free stuff. I think it's fun. That's why I have this opportunity to do the giveaways, and I'm like, yeah, let's keep it up, dude. This is really fun. But yeah, dude, it's actually amazing. I love having that kind of memory attached to everything I do. That's sick, man. Thank you. Okay, guys, so first of all, big thanks to Kamar. He actually sent me a bunch of Bazaar tokens, and I actually got some more Bazaar tokens from Lunadriel as well. I'm gonna spend all of them, and all that Kamar wanted me to do was give him any tree incarnations for, you know, healing tree form that pop up, and he said I can keep everything else. So we'll see what we get. I thought this might be actually pretty cool content. Bazaar tokens, if you don't know, is basically gambling in-game with in-game currency for in-game swag. That's why I never go for it, because you know me. I mean, I'm not going to do that. But hey, if it's free, it's free. You know what I mean? That's ultimately what it always comes down to, you know? Okay, so what you actually do is you click on Mysterious Wares right here, right? This is the gambly aspect. An ethereal box is what I can buy. I can get a banner box as well, but let's go for everything. This contains random cosmetic items, including a chance to give you a special magma shell and, I don't know, some other stuff like mounts, right? So we're just going to spend everything on it. Alright guys, this is actually a lot more than I initially realized. We have 7,250 tokens left. I have 50 of these to open, so let's just do it. Let's just start going down the line, and I'll click maybe a few at a time, and we'll see what we get, right? Alright, let's start this. So we got a bunch of cosmetic garbage, and then we've got, what is this? Soul of the Forgotten Yellow. Summon Soul of the Forgotten. Is it a pet? Well, this is one of those things I think I could keep, right? Let's use it. You have learned a new spell, Soul of the Forgotten. Okay. Okay, I get it. Like a little fell skull, like a little fell demon skull. That's pretty cool. That could have been good for different builds I played that were like fell focused, I guess. A lot of these cosmetics are going to be duty butter. We're really going for mounts or incarnations, right? So we'll just keep going. It's going to be tough because it's not like impossible for some of these things to be worth something. It's like, do I want to check the AH for like every single one though, right? Okay, I got a white silver and pop. I also got a spell surge illusion. I am going to use that. So you can actually see right here, a spell surge is this one, the bluish one. That's actually really nice. You can imagine with the right weapon. Yeah, like look at that. That already looks good. Okay, so I'm really happy about that one. We also got Beast Slayer. I'll take that. I know that's red. Wow, some of these weapons are badass. Like, look at that. I might actually just use all these. I need to collect them anyway. Okay, we have more boxes, though. More boxes. Do I get anything good? Holy Light Illusion. I already have that. I'm going to learn the Silver and Pop, I guess. Why not? So right now, I'm just clicking on all of these transmogs and just learning them. I'm actually pretty surprised. I thought I was pretty much guaranteed to get something in my first 50 that was, like, big. But I guess all the good stuff just kind of, like, was the pets and, you know, like, little illusions and stuff like that so far. We still have plenty more to go. No incarnations for our boy yet, sadly. Wow, that's actually a badass sword. Look at that. Look at that flaming sword. That's amazing, dude. I'm actually getting really cool stuff. The good thing about transmogs is that I should theoretically keep these like forever. Like even when season 9 comes out, I'm going to have all this stuff, right? Never had a better excuse to use them. I've given so many away at this point. Oh yeah, look at the yellow one. That's actually really nice as well. Some crazy ones in here, dude. What the hell? Oh, look at this dagger, dude. The freaking effects on that. All right, guys, 57 more. Let's just go for it, right? Oh, I got a box from a box, I think, almost. Okay, let's just keep going. I'm going to open so many of these until something good pops out. I could just, like, keep spam clicking down here. Oh, my God. It's just going to get fuller and fuller with random Ooh, green shirt, garbage? I don't know if the green shirt is garbage, but my bag is getting full with garbage, dude. Wait, I think I just saw some badass stuff. A mount! Okay, here we go. What do we get? Risen Mare. Oh my god, that's awful, dude. I've given one of those out to somebody before. Like, it's just a plain skeletal horse. But, like, you would specifically need an undead guy for this to be cool, you know? By the way, no incarnations. I feel horrible for that guy now. So the truth is, I was editing this part, and I thought to myself, you should just buy this guy a Tree of Life incarnation. It's just the right thing to do. And so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to send it to Mcdoubles, and I chose this one in particular, man. I just want to apologize in advance if you don't like it. I actually really like it, but it's my favorite one. It makes you ethereal and green with little leaves that come all over the place. It's not domineering, it's not in your face, it's subtle, and it looks better on something that's not a female night elf. I do hope you like it, man, but that's what I'm going to give to you, so there you go. Tiny Shale Spider. Teaches you how to summon and dismiss a tiny shale spider. Okay, I'll take that. Green dragon body costume. Yo, I think I already have one of these. The blue one. Look, but now I can finally... Oh my god. I could already meme it up with the blue one, but I have the green one now too. All right, green lumberjack shirt. I'll take that. We're going to end up taking all of this. Oh, one punch. Yo, I've only ever given one punch away. I've never taken it for myself. So you'll be able to see the transmogs like as we go through this. I'll just start putting them all on. Scepter of Ashara. A new red shield that looks pretty cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that? Oh, it's just an axe. I thought it was something else. It looked so different on my back because like the shield covered it. That actually looks pretty nice the way the shield covers the weapon. Dude, I might need to do another transmog contest eventually. Oh, look at that sword though, dude. Oh, Cutwater hat. Dude, I had to badly Photoshop, obviously, a meme. One of these pirate hats onto one of my pirate builds one time. Look at this. Oh my god, it's a little green one too. Dude, we have everything to be playing a pirate build now. Yeah, that's freaking awesome, dude. Wow, that's actually badass. Look at that. That's actually super freaking cool. Legion Breaker or something like that, this axe. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I actually thought we'd get way better stuff, and we just straight up didn't. That's a big F, but I will give away this mount in the video, the Risen Mare. It's probably worth something. Like, I've given it away before. Fact of the matter is, if it's very few on the server, it doesn't matter what it looks like. If nobody has it, it's worth something. Okay, about 350 gold right now. Okay, so I've just about worn and got rid of all of these excess weapons, because you don't need them in your inventory after you equip them, guys. It just goes straight to your transmog UI, which is nice. And as I was looking at everything, I realized we did get something I didn't notice, and that is chestnut right here. Oh my god, that is beautiful. That is gorgeous. Oh my god, little chestnut, please. You couldn't come any sooner. Oh my god, dude. Oh, wait, why am I stuck? Okay. Oh my god. Is that a cat? Oh my god, it matches everything about this channel now, dude. All right, little chestnut, he's just gonna follow me around, man. And if any of you touch him, you're screwed, I swear to you. Okay, so overall, we did get some cool stuff, mostly vanity pets and stuff like that. Little chestnut's pretty awesome, but we got so many crazy bits of transmog and illusions, right? A couple of those, I think, that we can use as well. So I'm actually pretty excited for this. Okay, guys, Druid of the Flame. Oh my god, this is an incarnation that allows you to transform normal cat form into a beautiful version of the cat form, let's just say. And I knew I didn't want to play Lucifur until I had it, and now I do. So I do want to say for this one, big shout out to the devs. I told them I wanted to do a Lucifur video, and they gave this to me, basically. It's cheating! It's cheating! So this is a really big deal for me. It looks beautiful with these graphics. It's gorgeous. The fire looks great. But here we are, back once again. We have finally got around to getting Lucifur and giving it a solid try. Let's go ahead and read it out, and we'll talk about what we're going to be doing on this character today. First of all, by the way, I'm on my Agi-based guy, Mcdoubles himself, which I haven't really played that much since the initial days of Serpent Form and Pirate Guy and all the other Agi-based builds we did at the very beginning, right? So, Lucifur, my friends, what does it do? Well, first of all, it requires cat form. It transforms Ferocious Bite into Charred Bite, and Scorch will grant me 7 and Berserk grant me 15 seconds of Devil's Claws. Now, ultimately, this is a pretty simple enchant to understand, and it comes down to this. Charred Bite says finishing move that causes fire damage per combo point and additional fire damage every 3 seconds. It also applies Scorching Pain to the target, increasing the effect by 3% per combo point spent, so 15%. Devil's Claws, which I'm getting from, once again, the Scorch and from the Berserk, is going to allow Claw or Shred to do additional fire damage, cost 15 less energy, and restores 7% of my mana, and apply Mark of the Beast to me. Mark of the Beast says increases the damage dealt and critical strike chance of Scorch by 5%, and enables Scorch to generate combo points. Casting Scorch 5 times within 8 seconds of each other reduces the global cooldown of cat form, and that didn't used to exist when I played. This stacks up to 5. So this has been changed a little bit since I played it, and I did make it work on a dummy. But one thing I remember thinking about was, this is just too hard. First of all, I want to make it very clear, this build will not work for M+. There's no AoE. Yeah, you could do Magma Totem and like try to Fire Nova when you come out of cat form. It's just going to make you want to hate yourself. You're going to fight Molten Earth, you're going to fight D-War, you're going to fight everything else that just does 15k AoE without trying, and you're going to be very, very sad. We don't make builds typically that are going to make you sad on this channel, or if we do, I do it specifically so you don't have to go through the sadness yourself. So I want to focus on getting into some raids in this video and really pumping the single target. That makes me think Shred is really what I hope I get. But first of all, let me go over the skill cards I've got for this guy and a little bit of the reasoning behind why. So you're going to notice some weirdness, but I'm going to actually save the weirdest thing for last. So Tiger's Fury, Combustion, okay, more damage on Pyroblast and Scorch, more critical strike damage, that is pretty good. Arcane Power, I'll show you right now. I did go ahead, open up a bunch of my cards I've been collecting throughout the season, and I got enough Dark Moon tickets to buy Arcane Power. Big shout out to the fact that they finally allowed us to get any skill card we want on the shop. 15% more magic damage, can't be used while shapeshifted, but I do go back and forth with this build, as you guys will see. This is very good. Lastly, Frostbrand weapon. Every time I've tried to play this build in the past, I just go Flame Tongue. So I'm using this in my head, right? I'm saying people are Frostbranding with Rinrager, they're Frostbranding with freaking Serpent Form, so why can't I Frostbrand with Lucifer? And you might say, okay, I'm kind of following you, Mcdoubles, but I still don't understand. Why don't you just take the Flame Tongue weapon, right? Let me tell you. For those of you that are more vets on here, you know about this, but Frozen Power is why I would take the Frostbrand weapon. Just by proccing Frostbrand on my super fast Frosty Paws, shout out to Tommy Ruin, auto attacks, I'm gonna end up getting 12% more fire damage just by auto attacking, right? And I'm doing that super fast in cat form to begin with, and so it's 12% more fire damage, and that's a really big deal. And all I have to do is proc it. Now, I don't think I want to go one Frostbrand, one Flame Tongue, because if I'm honest with you guys, I don't think the Flame Tongue is going to give me that much damage. But I could be wrong, we will find out, but we're going to be really, interestingly enough, going for Ice and Fire with this build. And I'm actually going to go for the following starter spells. Of course, cat form, and then I also got Seal of Wisdom, just because you never know with the mana rights. Warlock, I got Summon Imp, and then for the Warrior, I got Charge, because I like having a gap closer, even in PvE. It helps you stay on that target really efficiently. Now, obviously, if I got Feral Charge or something, that'd be cuter, but I don't have a card for that, so you never know if that's actually going to happen. So, Summon Imp, though, is something I really want to point out. If you go to the Demonology tree, obviously, you can go to Master Demonologist, get 5% fire crit and 5% fire damage. We're looking at 17% potentially fire damage with just 2 talents right now. You know, you go into the Fire Mage tree, you take 10% more, and then you're looking at 27% more fire damage, and you take all the crit talents, you take the Hot Streak, of course, to get the Pyroblast procs off the Scorch, and that's going to be a lot of damage. You maintain the Charred Bite. That's what I remember, / what I'm also currently theory crafting. So we do just need to get to 60 as quick as possible, because this build's not playable while leveling, that's for damn sure. My other lucky cards, though, are actually going to be Ferocious Bite, Claw, Scorch, Berserk, Pyroblast, and Swipe. I have a decent chance of getting the Berserk. I don't think it's required, it's definitely good, though, but remember, Berserk is 15 seconds of Devil's Claw. Now, like I said, I think since we're not doing any of the PvP probably with this build, I just don't see it being that good. It's just going to have such a high skill cap, and why, right? But Shred really comes out to me. I mean, Claw is garbage when you're not doing anything to it. Shred is not that bad. You just have to be behind your target. So what would I replace over here for the Shred? I don't know, maybe the Swipe, actually. I mean, is the Swipe ever going to be good? So we'll just try the Shred for now. We'll see if we grab it, and we'll try to give it a solid shot. But yes, my friends, Lucifer is finally happening in this video. I literally almost made this video 6 months ago. It's unbelievable. I actually just like dodged all the clips. I got rid of them. I deleted them. I was like, nah, I feel like that was a bad idea. But anyway, we are back, and yeah, we're going to start leveling, and we'll see what we get and if we can actually make this build work. Okay, guys, let me tell you a little bit about Lucifer today. So I leveled all the way up to 60 super quickly because ultimately the only thing we're getting out of this spec is single target and max level single target to boot. The PvP is just way too much for so little, and I ended up doing something around a little over 3k DPS at best on a dummy. Now, I wasn't super happy with this, but at least it wasn't like as bad as it could be. This guy is 63 item level. 3k DPS at 63 item level for the beginning of the season kind of did make sense. Sure, things have gone way over the deep end now. You could just play Dragon Warrior at this item level or a bunch bunch of other caster specs and you'll do like 6, 7k, maybe 5k, but it doesn't matter. The point is it's way higher than this. Some of them are even doing 18k, 15k, 12k. It's unbelievable, honestly. But here we are on Lucifur. Now let me show you guys what's basically panned out. Lucifur has actually been changed since I last played it. I didn't fully realize that. I kind of noticed it, but I didn't realize it was as different as it ended up being. Basically, Pyroblast used to be part of the rotation. It's not anymore. You don't really use it at all, and when I tried to use it, it wasn't actually proccing enough to be any decent amount of my DPS. Yeah, so now the rotation is seemingly just Scorch, Shred, and Charred Bite. The more I play this spec, the more I feel like they just didn't actually design it right. Maybe they didn't try hard enough. Maybe they don't care. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. I mean, it's really, well, you'll see. Basically, the spec is going to go something like this. So for my enchants, I am using Kindle for the fire, Infused Energy, and we're also using Fired Up. I'll talk more about that later as well with the Lucifur. Now for my blue enchants, Mental Quickness for more SP, Guile of a Loon for more Agi, Precision for the hit rating, Expertise capped myself as well, and Vitality for energy regen. Now if you don't know what Infused Power does, well that's the most interesting one, right, that you might not know. We'll go back to that one. My direct damage spells empower my next Druid direct damage ability, increasing its damage by 15% and reducing its energy cost by 15, stacking up to 3 times. So the basic rotation I figured out by talking with some people is that I Scorch 3 times, I go back into cat form, I spam Shred and Charred Bite. When I can no longer do that anymore, I'll go back to the Scorch, at least do it 3 more times, go for the Shred, Charred Bite, etc, etc. So you do switch back and forth a lot between the forms. It doesn't really add much to it though. I'll talk more about how I would fix this later on. First, I want to show you guys a Mythic 0 I did with this spec, just trying it out, how it performed and how it played. Before I do that though, let me just show you the talents I'm leaving off on right now. I'm going for very few Feral talents, Feral Aggression and Heart of the Wild for more AP, Primal Fury going in hard with the Subtlety talent, Honor Among Thieves for more combo points. Otherwise though, it's fire damage like I said, firepower all day, shaman abilities like Frozen Power, more fire damage, Thundering Strikes for more crit and converting my Agi into spell crit, which honestly, I don't know if that's even good. My first thought was it's good for Hot Streak Pyro. Anyway, Mental Quickness to convert Agi into AP, or AP into SP rather, and what else? Oh yeah, Master Demonologist. We talked about that as well. So let me show you guys the M0 I did. Okay guys, we're in an M0 right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been trying to make this be something special, but I just don't think it damage-wise is special. It doesn't mean it's not cool, but we'll talk more about it as I get through this mythic, and I'll show you guys how Lucifur pans out. So it goes a little something like this. I'm gonna Scorch 3 times at least, bare minimum, for the Infused Energy enchant. I'll get stunned during one of the Scorches, because, you know, why not? Then, finally, I can start doing real damage. I'll start shredding. Okay. Going for that Charred Bite. I'll switch targets, I guess. Charred Bite another guy as well. All right, and I'm actually low on energy, so I'm going to go back to the Scorch for a bit. Scorch is building combo points, right? All right, I guess I could just go back and Charred Bite this at 5 combo points, and I kill it. Yay! Oh, I actually am in 2nd place, but it's not going to last, bro. On the dummy, I was doing 2.5 to 3k DPS. Now, if I had full Agi into gear to make the hybrid aspect better, that might definitely help. Also, hybrids, they get punished if they're melee, obviously, because you have to have the expertise cap, the hit cap for melee, and the hit cap for spells. It's not easy, even if you're just going for one of the 2 things between spell, hit cap, and expertise. And you have to get both of them on a hybrid, right? However, as I said in a previous video, I do think that's going to be changed soon. Okay, we can Shred. We can go for a Charred Bite. I already know what they need to do to make this work. It's actually weird to me that they've already reworked it and they didn't come up with what's in my head. Because to me, they should just do with this the same thing they did with Serpent Form, which is basically convert a regular cat playstyle into Fire Cat by taking things like Rake and Rip and making them do fire damage and stuff like that. I mean, it's super basic, right? All right, we're on a boss though. How do we do? Charred Bite right here, spamming the Shred. I've already got my Devil's Claw up. Started off with that by Scorching. I have my proc with my awesome weapons, which is always fun. And we're Berserking, which is why I can spam Shred so much. So, I'm actually out of Berserk now. My energy is going to be real bad. I'm going to go for one more Charred Bite, but you can see it's painful. This is with all the Vitality REs you could ever want and Vitality talents. I really try to make my energy good. We have Infused Energy right there. Charred Bite right there. Go for the shreds before he dies. He dies. 3k. Okay. Right there with the Dragon Warrior player. This is not what I did on a dummy, though. It's actually surprising it's going as well as it's going in the dungeon right now, to be real with you. That's why I really want to try a raid. This is just our first preliminary test in an actual PvE setting. Now, one thing you might be noticing is I'm not running while casting Scorch, quite frankly. The reason I'm not running while casting Scorch is because outside of the niche scenario here and there, I actually think it's a luxury that's not really required. Now, you would think it would be good with the build, but you're only scorching a few times. Casters all the time cast their spells without moving. And for me, I want to stay in melee range because I can actually get auto attacks off while I'm casting, in between casts rather, to get the Frostbrand proc. So I'm not even needing to move that much to begin with. I'll show you on this boss. So I'll get up in melee range properly this time. Let's go for some Scorches. We'll pop a Combustion because it's never going to be good until now. Go for 3 for the Infused Energy. Go for the Charred Bite. Of course. It's always me. Why not be me, bro? Why be anybody else when I'm trying to show off this DPS rotation? Just perma-stun me on the altar, man. Why not? I'm out of Infused Energy procs, and so I'm going to go for them again. So one thing I knew was going to be a problem with this build is that if literally anything, and I do mean literally anything, happens to disrupt your rotation, you are screwed. Ascension has a weird habit of creating builds that are like that, and then allowing them to simultaneously exist in the same realm as something like Dragon Warrior, right? But I guess it is what it is. So Charred Bite right here. Can I just maintain second? That'd be really, really nice. Spamming the Shred. Shred does extra fire damage. You can see the Frostbrand proc. It's pretty freaking consistent. I'm out of energy. I might as well go to the Scorch, right? The energy is such a big problem, dude. So again, back to how I would fix it already. I already know. And that is that you just make it like Serpent Form. So Rake, give it a new name. It does fire damage over time. Rip. Give it the name Charred Bite, quite frankly, and make it Charred Bite. Maybe separate the Charred Bite damage over time from the Charred Bite single target, and just give me both Ferocious Bite as Charred Bite, and then Rip, and make that one a fire damage over time spell itself, right? And then ultimately, what I would do to make Lucifur good is make it to where you never have to go in and out between regular form and cat form. Because even though it's really cool in theory, in practice, it adds absolutely nothing to the theme. At least, I'll be honest, with the old version that you guys didn't get to see much of Lucifer, you actually did Scorch a lot, go for the Pyroblast, and then go back into the Lucifur form. Now listen, Lucifer back then was way harder to play than it is now. They've streamlined it, made it a lot easier to play from what I can see, but you just sit there and you ask yourself, why am I scorching? Why is this even a part of it? It shouldn't be, quite frankly. So we'll see if they end up reworking this one. It definitely needs a major rework. I think I've already given the idea to make it good. I don't think anybody would care if Lucifer was just a bunch of fire cat spells. Here's a quick idea I'll toss into the mix while I'm editing. Make it to where Predatory Strikes, which typically procs Wrath, right? Or even Healing Touch if you're not using the Wrath proc enchant, now procs Fireball. Or hell, a better one? Lava Burst. Incorporate the Flame Shock, right? Maybe you don't even need the Flame Shock, but still, like maybe use Flame Shock in Lucifer form. I don't know. There's so many easy things they could do, though. They've already done the whole Goldrin's Worgen form Fury thing, Serpent form. I mean, they've got experience now that they did not have when they originally made Lucifer way back in like the Mal'Ganis era, maybe before that, you know what I mean? So just something to think about. And we won't talk too much about that anymore, but I did want to lay out like what I thought so far. We are going to be approaching the last boss soon, though, and we'll see how we do there. Can I beat the Dragon Warrior? Not likely. Not impossible, though. Also, what's weird about this arcane power is that it does not say it's usable while shapeshifted, but it is actually usable while shapeshifted. So just something to keep in mind. They messed up right there. They need to change the tooltip. Typically, it tells you in the tooltip. All right, can we come in first place on Alzin the Wild Shaper? All right, so let's actually start off with some Scorches and some... See, the combustion, that was so weird. Just work. I think there's something wrong with combustion, to be real with you. So I'm disarmed. That's nice. Already, oh, look, the boss is already dead, and I didn't even start yet. That's how cringe it is. That's how crazy it is, dude. Like, the boss is already dead. Now, here's why I cannot do dungeons often with this build. There is no AoE. So I forgot about the AoE portion of this fight. It's just going to screw me. Charred Bite right there, I guess. Yeah, this was just like a complete wash. I didn't even have any time to start the fight before he was already dead. Double Dragon Warrior, I guess, yo. I mean, what is it, man? I don't know. I think that you'd have to make Ferocious Bite do exactly what Serpent's Form's Ferocious Bite does, which it makes it AoE. I just don't understand how they could even put something in the game like this and just not make it really, really, really good. I've heard from some people with the right gear and some more experience that they're doing, like, at best, 4K DPS. But this is just something I wanted to show to you guys for so long. All right, so there's a GG right there. Do we get any loot on the Agi guy?
Nope.
Of course not. Okay, let's just find a raid, bro. Let's see if we can do better on a raid. Okay, guys, we are in BWL. Last time I was in here, I was in first place DPS on Dragon Warrior on the first boss the entire time. Now we're in here, and I'm number 10. Because there is no way to do damage to those starter mobs. They died too fast. I'm over here trying to cast Scorch and shit, you know? This is like a little AoE area. I have no AoE. I'm just dawdling around casting Scorch on some guys. Dragon Warrior, Dragon Warrior, Dragon Warrior. And again, I want to make it clear, as somebody who's pretty much somebody that's pushed Dragon Warrior and actually enjoys playing the spec, I don't even think D-Warrior should be nerfed. In my honest opinion, no spec in the best gear available right now should be doing anywhere close to 10k DPS as I just run around dumb. Like, there's nothing I can do until I have to kill Razor Gore, right? We could Ferocious Bite this guy, 6,300 crit. I've hit 9k crits, and for no perceivable reason, I have no idea. We're on Velastraws now, and we actually get to single target here, but I don't see myself on the DPS charge. God help me. We'll see how we do, though. I'm still spamming Shred into the Charred Bite, and I'm just now out of energy, so let's just go for the Scorch at least 3 times. What if I Scorch 5 times? If you Scorch 5 times, it resets, or it actually reduces the global cooldown on cat form. You see that? I was immediately able to get a Ferocious Bite off. The problem with this design is that the Scorch is so bad, so bad that you really don't want to be scorching any longer than you have to. So a lot of people I've talked to, 2 people specifically, have told me they only scorch 3 times for the infused energy proc that we talked about before. So okay, and we're just gonna keep spamming. Wow, I cannot believe, am I not gonna be anywhere on here? 2.6k. Wow. All right. Wow. Reminds me of Gordon Ramsay.
Wow. Me.
Another thing I'm thinking about doing for my retail videos as we down Velastraws is I'm thinking about, see, my ultimate goal was to get multiple guys to level 70 on Dragonflight, and then I'll end up doing progression videos where I'm literally gearing and progressing all of my alts at one time in one video. So you'd see progression of all sorts, you know, get all these dailies done, get all these bits of gear, try to get them all with the best stuff. You know, how far can I get in M+ or in PvP with each class, stuff like that. So that's an idea too. Let me know what you think about that. Okay, does anything good drop? I doubt it. Whoa. You cast a random spell depending on what Druid shapeshift form you're in. All right, well, obviously I have to need on that. Who else is going to need on that? Chromatic Girdle, I'll go for that. Another Chromatic Girdle, nice, I'll go for that. I just love that I can actually do a raid, by the way. Like, you see my FPS is like perfectly fine. Scroll of Blinding Light, I'm gonna go for that. I never win it. I hope I win it. I won the rune. I'm literally gonna put this on right now over my Hand of Justice Heroic. Like, this guy has crappy trinkets. It was good when the game first came out, Season 8, right? But we definitely gotta get better stuff on the Agi guy. My Strength guy, don't worry, I still have that ultimate goal of a +20 and stuff like that, but how many times do you guys want to watch Dragon Warrior progression, you know what I mean? My guess would be not as many times as I've already done it, so I'm trying to give it a quick break, you know? All right, so we're basically just in all these raids for gear on this character, right? Because we just do not do DPS. Okay, intellect, strength, intellect, and strength. Crap, dude. Chromatic boots, can we win it? Another chromatic boots, let's see if we win. That's what I want, the tier 2, man. Just let me get some tier 2 pieces while I'm in here, bro. Please. I won something? Oh, I won both of them. Whoa, that's not what I meant. Dude, these guys, I literally wrote it 3 times in chat, and it took, like, forever for them to actually realize that I said roll for the boots. Somebody's gonna miss out on it. Okay, Zimmy won. Congratulations, my friend. So we did get something. That makes it all worth it, right? Even though we have no DPS, it's fine.
15 minutes later.
Yo, does anybody know why I started just... Oh my god, somebody slow-falled me. This asshole slow-falled me, and I bet if I take it off, I'll die. Screw it. I don't even care. Let me get free loot. I don't care. Thank you, bro. Go kill the boss for me. That's what you get for slow-falling me on the boss. Yo, this rune gives me 300 melee haste and says I cannot miss. Oh my god, I made it to the DPS charts. I only had to reset it so it didn't count the ads where I couldn't do any AoE damage or compete in any way, but it's okay. I'm number 8 right now. Let's go for a Scorch. We're on Nefarian. I think we're gonna down him. We have wiped a few times. I have no AoE for these parts. I feel so useless. Let's go for the Charred Bite. You almost wish it was called Lucifer's Bite or something like that, you know? Anyway, Charred Bite once again. I can't shred very effectively on this fight because you do get smacked by the tail, it seems, sometimes. So that's been a little bit weird. I can Combustion. Once again, that was kind of a fail talent because ultimately there's no Pyroblast, so the Combustion is just taking a talent away from me. Please, God, let me maintain being on the front page, at least for my DPS meter. Please, don't let me get beat by whoever's below me. It's probably the tank, isn't it? Who is it? Oh, it's actually an Insect Swarm Wrath guy. It's Wrath of the Plague. Please don't let me lose to Wrath of the Plague. One more Charred Bite. Yes. Okay, we did it. And we did not come in dead last. Okay, 25 Agi necklace. That's like actually sexy. I'll go for that. Who knows if I'll win it. Chromatic tunic. Okay, that's nice. I've only won the boots so far, and I guess the trinket, but it's kind of meh, as I showed you guys. Head of Nefarian. Okay, there's an Agi thing that comes from that, I'm pretty sure. And, oh, okay, I'll go for the Therazane's link as well. That's hybrid stuff. We could use some hybrid stuff. We'll pass on the rest, and let's see if we win literally anything. Dude, I rolled the lowest you could roll on, like, everything. Like, look at this one. I rolled a 5. Disgusting. I won nothing. Okay, something broke, and the bosses and MC have no texture drip. So, hey, we got that no texture drip again, bro. Back to the Serpent Form vids, man. Blast from the past. By the way, don't look at the DPS. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? Let's see how we do, I guess. Start off with a Scorch, right? I'm actually going to try on this boss. I'm not going to let you guys down. I mean, I am based on DPS, but I am going to give it a solid shot. So we're in there, right? Triple Scorch. Stay behind the target. I'm not going to go on the Protector's wall because, I don't know. Maybe I could, I guess. We could Scorch the Protectors real quick. We can Scorch it. You see how slow it all is, though? Like, even if I'm perfect with everything I click on, it's not going to make that big of a difference. We can Shred right here with the Berserk up. Maybe get off another Ferocious Bite. Maybe one more before this Protector dies. Because I did switch, because I'm trying to be good. Thank God combo points are on everybody, by the way. Now, they changed that maybe a couple weeks ago. It's not tracking on the mob itself. You just track it the way retail does. So, if I switch mobs, ultimately, I'm going to have the same amount of combo points. And that's really, really good. All right, Scorching once again, building up those stacks. I have no energy. I just realized that. Like, despite just Scorching like crazy, I had no energy when I went back into cat form. So I guess I Scorched some more. Although it doesn't really help me too much. Oh yeah, this is the boss where you have a permanent curse on you that if it doesn't get removed, you can't play. Oh no. Okay, so at least I won the Molten Wrist Guards, which is good for me, which is nice. Had to double check real quick so I didn't have to give it to somebody. So I will take that. So we're in here with a Argol build with some Shadow stuff. Arctis Fuego on top. Haven't seen that in a bit, but I do love to see it nowadays after the nerf, right? An Ambush build, so interesting. It's only doing 2.4k though. And then a Fireball build, so. Okay, so now we're on Gehennas right now, and I have Berserk up going for the Charred Bite. Ultimately, we're just showing Lucifer gameplay at this point since the numbers aren't pumping. Because, like, I can't do much about this. I don't know what else to say, to be real with you. Charred Bite right here. Into the Shred. Into a Shred once again. And I just wait for the energy. I go for another Charred Bite, I guess. Switch to the Scorch at this point. I pop the Combustion. It takes 3 clicks to make Combustion go off there. We Scorch, Scorch, Scorch. We get out of it. We run out of the AoE. We're back on the boss, right? Charred Bite ASAP. You have to kite this boss so you don't die to the Fire Orbs. It's all dying really fast, though. I just wanted the chill multi-core run, to be real with you. I really didn't want anything too crazy with this build. One thing I absolutely do not like is not pulling my weight, because if I pull my weight, nobody knows. But if I don't pull my weight, no one ever forgets. And so I really have to keep that in mind when I play Ascension WoW compared to, like, let's say retail, where I'm a little bit more free, or like Wrath Classic or something like that. Okay, Molten Girdle. Could we win this? Nope, okay. It's okay. Okay, guys, Ragnaros. Look at me. I'm so high up on the DPS charts right now. It's gonna be okay. We actually wiped, bro. I have got loot so far, so we can go over some of that stuff. I got the wrist guards. I got the boots from the previous raid, so that's pretty good. And maybe we'll get something off Rag, which would be pretty nice as well. I feel so awkward with this build. Like, whenever the fight is not just single target. Okay, Ragnaros is dead. Ding Dong, the giant elemental is... Don't look at the freaking DPS charts. I saw your eyes. Stop it. He's dead. The elemental's dead. Let's go for the Chromatic Legger to see if we get it. We don't get it. Okay, Band of Arcuria. Ooh, that's so good. Can I get that? Please let me win this. I don't deserve it, so I feel bad, but that's also World of Warcraft for you, bro. I didn't win. Okay, so you know what? At least I got another raid in. I won't lie, I almost did this video without another raid. Let's go turn this stuff in and see if we get some good loot from it. Okie dokie, tier sets vendor. Tier 1, okay, I can get my Molten Wrist Guards. Just go ahead and grab something. I guess Night Slayer. Why not? This is my Agi base guy. Okay, we'll take that. Why not? And I'm going to go to the Chromatic one now, which is the tier 2. We're going to go to the boots. And let's see, what do I want? Bloodfang, I guess? Wow, that's actually really cool. I like that. Okay, let's take that. Item level, what? 70, okay. So, okay, we did bring our item level up by 1.5, which is pretty good. Or maybe just 1, right? Which is really nice. Look how big the Pepe is, by the way, in your character selection screen area. It's so cool. Anyway, I do have to repair my stuff. But yeah, there we go. That's 2 raids. We did an M0 with it. And listen, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I hope I was able to entertain you at least. But I do feel so bad showing builds that don't perform. So hopefully in the next video, we can go back to something that's actually doing damage. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do the giveaway for this video and call it on the Lucifur. But hey, at least we tried it and we looked cool in the process, man. Now, I will say I'll show you some teaser stuff. Why not? I was on the test realms. They allowed me to go on the test realms, and I'm thinking about doing a video on it, but I was testing things like the new Dark Ranger build. Now, another thing I tested on those test servers was the hybridization of everything. So, for example, what's going to end up happening is when you hover over damage right here, right, your melee auto attacks will scale off spell power and AP. So that's a teaser I can tell you about as well. Those are cool. That kind of change is cool. They're going to end up giving you bonuses for having certain weapons in your hand when you're in the agi strength or intellect specs. That's all really nice. That all makes sense. This guy didn't leave his name, so I can't give it to him, but I do like it. He says, Mcdoubles has been getting pretty metaphysical as of late, and I'm here for it. I love talking about that stuff, but it's just better for streaming and not so good for videos. Anyway, pick a winner. I cut so much from this video, guys. Anyway, Manderson09. Love Thunderslam for PvP leveling. Easy start at 1, totally is. Been playing it since your first Thunderslam video, which is awesome, dude. In-game name, Lubu. Congrats, Lubu. You just got probably about like I don't know, maybe 800 gold worth of stuff. That's my guess. I think the Vanity Sync's worth something decent, right? So, okay. Mama also sent me some stuff, Frost Reaver and Titan Breaker, and she said for giveaways, and so there you go. You get this stuff as well. Lucky you, Lubu. XD, of course. There's all your free stuff, and enjoy it, dude. Once again, if you guys want a chance of winning something in my Ascension videos, I've got lots of crap to give away that's worth a lot of money. All you got to do is leave your in-game name in the comment section below under any comment that you make, and you'll have a chance of winning something in the next video. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. I will just say major thank you to all of the members on my channel. If you want to be a member, you can do it for only $1.99, bro. It's so cheap, and you get access to all the community stuff we've got on the Discord, all the emotes, the sub badges, all that jazz. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. So anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Mcdoubles out.